Hi, guys. How are
Hi,
you?
Megan.
Congratulations on your guys' new series. I first want to ask you guys, how did you both get involved with Cruel Intentions?
Similarly to the rest of us, we auditioned and yeah, that was we auditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very simple process, it sounds like.
Great start. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think yeah. I mean, you get the audition in your inbox from your agent, and you see the breakdown, and you read the sides, and if you're lucky, they'll attach the first episode. And I mean, at the time, I lived in Vancouver, and I was surrounded by all these actors who also were auditioning for the show, and the kind of constant conversation was how good the writing was.
Yeah.
So I guess it was exciting to audition for, because it felt like, you want any job, but especially when you audition for something that you feel that you could be very passionate about, is always really fun.
You auditioned like 10 times.
I
right?
auditioned 10
They,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, they put me through the ringer.
Yeah.
And for both of you, though, as you said, you audition for these roles, they give you slides, they give you breakdowns, but what was it about each of your characters that truly drew you to want to audition?
In the pilot, Blaze's line, he said, "If my grandmother had wheels, would she be a bike?" That was like, it was a launch pad line. I'm like, I know the direction that they're going to take this. I think that's hilarious. That was honestly, I think it's in the first 3 pages.
Yeah.
That was fun. And it's such a classic. To build on something that already has so much love is super interesting.
Yeah. I think for me, more so than the character, actually, now that I think about it, is probably the writing was what really drew me. I think Phoebe Fisher and Sarah Goodman just
Crushed.
absolutely smashed. And kind of, I would have done anything really to be a part of a project that was this well written. So I would have handed out snacks. I would have been the janitor.
Moved sandbags.
I would have literally done anything that if they would have allowed me to do. I would have driven the cast. Just to be a part of something as cool as this, it would have been a pleasure. So yeah, it's a cool project.
And I was going to ask both of you, what was your experience, or had you watched the original Cruel Intentions before taking on the roles?
Yeah, I saw it well before I should have seen it. So a lot was happening to my very young brain at the time. Yeah, it's obviously, it's such an iconic property. It's such a classic film. And I think, to sort of have it come back around in 2024 as like a series updated, the next chapter, it's sort of, it's a really cool thing to be a part of. I'm just very appreciative of that. Yeah. You've seen it.
I hadn't seen it prior to many of my friends and family's chagrin. I hadn't seen it, but once we finished shooting the first season, I watched it, and I can understand its cult following.
Yeah.
And obviously, because Cruel Intentions, there's chemistry. Like, you have to establish good chemistry, or the whole thing won't work. So for you guys, how did you guys go about establishing the chemistry with the entirety of the cast?
I feel it felt very easy. I think we were all super excited, and we all got along, and we had time. We were all in this new city together, and we got to kind of explore it while we got to know each other. So yeah, we were very lucky to have 12 people that all got along really well.
Yeah, and sort of by the end of it, I think all of our voices fit around each other's. So it was the cadences and the tempo and everything sort of matched by the end. So I know how Sarah Catherine might sort of play the game. I know how Zach Burgess might play the game. Brooke, Savannah, Sarah Silva, and Kobe, sort of Sean Patrick. It was sort of a cool thing to hear their voices and try and find my instrument within that. And that was sort of by the end of it, it's almost like a melody, how quickly
It's a big orchestra.
Yeah, the dialogue moves.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say the orchestra came together quite well, because you guys did an amazing job. The chemistry is off the charts.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
And that was my last question. So thank you guys so much.
All right.
Yeah, and
We're
I'm
just getting to know
excited.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.